Presented by Ceramic Speed, part of the victory.
Welcome back to Almost Breakfast with Bob. My name is Bob Babbitt. We're brought to you by Ceramic Speed here with the legend, Mr. Alex Smith. He and his son Harrison just finished their first triathlon, and they didn't just jump into a sprint. They didn't jump into an Olympic. No, full iron distance race because it's deep end of the pool or no pool for Alex.
That's absolutely right. Long course. Just do the long course, baby. That's what you have to do.
So for our folks who didn't see the interview yesterday,
Yeah.
a number of years ago, your son has Duchenne disease,
That's right.
and you realized you wanted to do something special.
Yeah.
Knew about Dick and Rick Hoyt, but at that point, you weren't a triathlete, right?
No, I was a bit of a couch potato. I liked drinking too much wine and watching telly. And when Harrison was diagnosed, now he's got something, all his muscles are going to waste away. And
And there's nothing, at this point, no research.
There's research, lots of research. We're funding loads, but there's no treatments yet, no cure. That's what we're trying to do.
Right.
But no, the thing that kills my son, or will kill my son unless I find something, will be heart disease or his lungs failing.
Right.
And I looked at myself and went, I've got lungs, I've got a heart, I can get this done.
And knowing that Dick Hoyt showed what a father would do for a son. And that's
Absolutely.
really what this is all about.
Man, you know what? I really fancied a tilt at his record. That man is an absolute machine.
Now after you've done this, right, I know one of your guys was telling me mile 70, things got tough.
Yeah.
And you were just saying, what, a mile 106, you lost a pedal.
Yeah, I lost the pedal. The whole inside of the pedal sheared off. All the casing went, pedal came off. Still attached to my shoe.
Yeah, oh, it is, okay.
No, it was attached to my shoe. So it was an absolute nightmare. We had to stop, and the race director said, "Look, Alex, you need to get a shifty on. If you don't get a shifty on, you're not going to have enough time to do the run. So, put the pedal down, so to speak, and get home." And we did. And I tell you what, I sat in that T2, having got off the bike, and the guy said to me, he said, "Dad," but the three guys with me, they said to me, "Alex, unless you can muster something, unless you can make something really big happen, you're going to be walking, because that's how you look right now." And I don't know where it came from, but I just trucked along. I did 12-minute miles. I'd love to have gone faster, but that's all I could do. 12-minute miles, and we just cranked them out, one after another between feed stations.
I heard that the only time you walked was 8 stations. You ran
That's right.
that
Yeah.
entire marathon.
That's right, absolutely. That's the only way to do it, isn't it?
Of course, if you're going to jump in the deep end of the pool, you got to run into the deep end
Yeah.
of the pool. You don't want to walk.
No, we don't want to walk. No walking. Actually, the worst bit,
Yes.
actually, was as far as running, was that 1,200-meter horse track. Wet, sand.
Soft, sinking.
Oh, God, pushing that thing around there was possibly the biggest ball ache of my life.
So how did Harrison enjoy the experience?
We had some wobbles. We had some wobbles. 2 hours into the marathon, he'd had enough.
I don't blame him.
Yeah, no,
He's
he's wet, cold,
Yeah.
shivering. We had to make some calls to try and get warmer clothes, new socks, new shoes, get some of these these metal heater blankets,
Yeah,
things.
yeah.
Got a towel round him. We got him more waterproof. He had bags on his shoes. And when the rain stopped, suddenly he was there. He was like, "Come on,
Come on, Dad, pick it
yeah,
up.
come on, Dad. You need to keep running. You need to keep going." And we're all going through the finish line together.
So when you came down this stretch and know where you came from, not being a triathlete,
Yeah.
probably losing 60 pounds in the process,
Yeah.
doing a couple Ironman on your own, and even though you guys had practiced
Yeah.
to go 140.6 miles, pulling them on a boat, pushing them on a bike,
Yeah.
and then run a marathon, what were your thoughts?
Well, having come this far, I'm very proud of myself. I'm really proud of my family for helping me do this, because you don't do iron distance without a very,
Don't fake
very
this
supportive
stuff.
family. No, you've got to have them on board, and they've been amazing through the whole thing. Do I want to do it again? I don't know. I might do.
If you're even thinking about it now, then for sure it's going to happen. Usually at this point, it's never again.
No, do you know what? I've never had that. No. When the first Ironman I did, my wife asked me on the finish line, said, "Alex, how was that?" I said, "That was easier than the London Marathon." Because I was fit, I was ready. It's like,
Right.
you know, you've trained for it. Whereas the London Marathon, I wasn't ready, and that hurt.
Triathlon changes lives. Triathlon is the little sport with the big heart.
Huge heart.
What are your goals from this, or to raise how much from Harrison's Fund?
Well, for myself, I'd like to raise £50,000 for this event. For Harrison's Fund, we need to raise millions. You know, it's not a quick fix.
No.
It's millions and millions of pounds.
Well, the hard part is the money that you're raising now might not be able to help Harrison. But it'll help the next family. And that's what this is all about.
We're acutely aware that we might not find something to help Harrison, but
you have to try.
We've got to try, and it's our goal to save this generation of children. I want this generation of children to not be the last lot to die of Duchenne.
Well, what's interesting is I never heard of Duchenne.
Yeah.
And just the awareness that hopefully that you have brought through the documentary film, through all the interviews you're doing.
Meeting you.
Throughout meeting me. I don't think
That's
I
like one of my highlights, Bob. it's up there.
Well, one of my highlights is what you guys are doing. And
Thank you.
I love it when this sport makes a difference, and you guys are making a difference. The fireworks are going off right now. Almost Breakfast with Bob. We're with the amazing Alex Smith. harrisonsfund.org.
Yeah, that's right, harrisonsfund.org or justgiving.com/greatest Ironman.
Love that. Alex Smith has been with us. This is Almost Breakfast with Bob because it's in a few hours. We'll be having a little brekkie. And we are brought to you by Ceramic Speed. This is a wrap from Breakfast from Denmark. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. And what a better way to finish up than with Alex. Thank you, buddy.
Thank you, Bob. Absolute pleasure to be on.
Presented by Ceramic Speed, part of the victory.